So I just saw the first episode of season 3. Yeah, season 3 of Chucky. Sorry, I had to remember what it was 3 or 4. It was 3. Um, sorry. So yeah, I just saw the first episode of the third season. It was really good. It had a lot of slow build up because we all like it was using the we know who's doing the things at the White House and slowly building it with our characters we already know, slowly finding information. That's a good way to do it. Yeah, that's the way to do slow build up. Um, the kill was amazing. I don't want to say too much because I want you should go watch this and all the other seasons. So far, the show is amazing. I'm still wondering how the Chucky doll got in the White House and how it's still around. But yeah, I guess there was one more left or something like that I forgot about last season. Maybe I don't. It's really good though. I'm really enjoying this. Great show. Great first start to set up that he's in the White House. How are they going to get in the White House and stop him or convince anybody that he's alive, sort of thing. Yeah, great stuff. Very good build up towards a big event, and that's what it is. So I just saw the second episode of Chucky, and by God, it was amazing. It well, okay, amazing. Plotline is really good, and I like how they got to the White House super fast. They're bypassing a lot of it, and they're finally going. Oh, yep, we have a serial killer. It's still a mystery who it is for the most part. I think that one of the guys knows it's Chucky, but he's not trying to say because everyone else is gonna think he's crazy. And apparently, there's a connection between Chucky and the White House. Who the hell knows? There was a line about Christmas. Uh, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. If it was a character from a distant movie, I don't remember the character. Andy will appear at some point. I saw that in a trailer. Yeah. This is building up to be really good. And they're building stuff faster. Now that we kind of have an expectation of what the series is, they're going, oh, okay, it's season 3, but now you should know who these people are. You should know who this is. Let's get to the other supporting characters and build the cast and build the story faster, and get to the kills, get to Chucky being Chucky. It's pretty good. The foster mother dies off, which is kind of sad, and kind of felt. I don't know. That one was just like a very meh death, and felt very unnecessary. Um, Might have worked a little better if they waited and had her sneak on, and then the kids slowly find out she snuck with them and died. Therefore, they make them feel more guilty or something like that. I don't know. It feel better than the way it happened. It was kind of a boring death too. I don't know. That was probably the worst death I've seen in this entire show. But overall, the plotline is building really fast, which is nice. So episode 3 shows the in between details, between the different season 2 and season 3, and why Chucky's in the White House. I don't want to spoil too much because it's really cool. Um, yeah, it's just an in betweener episode, and it's doing a really good job. Um, it gives motives for almost everybody, other than the main cast, which got their motives in the first episode, or actually last season. But yeah, it's really cool. So I just got done with the fourth episode of Chucky, and by God, there is a kill that finally got to squirm and make me vomit. I loved it. Finally, took them long enough to get to back to that state. All the effects are great in this one, and the costume work is immaculate. Yeah, there's even a couple of twists in this one, which are really good. I don't want to say too much because this is my absolute favorite episode, and I really think you should watch it. Not to mention a lot of it has to do with the plot details that I don't want to reveal all too much of. So, yeah. definitely recommend watching this one. Favorite episode so far, and favorite episode of almost the entire series so far. This one was great. So, just like Invincible, it took a long gap in between episodes, but at least this one was understandable because they needed to reshoot some scenes, redo a lot of different things. Well, not reshoot, they needed to shoot these episodes. They weren't done. So that's understandable because the actor strike stopped them, along with COVID restrictions. I believe it's been a long time since the first, handful of episodes came out. But anyway, this one actually came back with a full-on swing. This was great. They reestablish the plot. They go, oh yeah, this, and they acknowledge why that wouldn't work. They go, oh yeah, this, and then old Chucky has some pretty good humorous bits. The whole they got a lot of blood haunting vibes, like the Shining. I like that a lot. Sorry, I just dropped a coin out of my pocket. In the end, where Chucky's like, I'm gonna go out, but I'm gonna Tiffany gives him the idea to go out as the best he can go out. So he decides to get the nuclear codes after killing the president. Well, that's certainly going out with a bang and a little bit of a step up from 12 people. Yeah, so that could be an issue. But it's very interesting. I like it. I wonder how they're going to continue after this, but they might not. I honestly kind of hope they don't, because this is starting to get a little old. I like the twist they put in each season, but I think it's time to let the franchise rest after this. Yeah, no, this was good. This was much better than the return that Invincible had, where it was boring as hell for the first while and kind of left on a good finale, but overall bittersweet note because of the long wait and knowing it's done. This one, at least it wasn't done, so it doesn't feel as bad of a sting. Yeah, no, this is a very good return. So I saw the latest episode of Chucky, and he finally dies. They shoot him, and there's a bunch of ghostly stuff kind of hinting towards his coming back as a ghost. He does. They don't find out where the sister is. There's a replacement for the father. The whole White House family goes kind of nuts. It's a pretty good episode. But the series is kind of stretching at this rate. I really just want this franchise to be done. Alright, this episode caught me off guard. The opening reminds me of the Beetlejuice thing, where it's the waiting room. I like that. It shows all the kills throughout the White House. I like that. It was an interesting one. They're talking about the spirit realm, how to bring Chucky, how to talk to Chucky to kill him completely, or inevitably probably just bring him back. Tiffany's on death row at the same time. Jake has to, take the serum in order to die so he can go into the spirit realm and get good Chucky from the last season to convince the other halves to go to the final resting place, sort of thing. It's interesting. I like it. I like it quite a bit. It's a fun episode, and I'm excited for the season finale. I don't know how they managed to do it, but the season finale turns me completely around. I know earlier in this video, by some of the episodes, I was saying this is stupid, this is dumb, I don't know why it's continuing. Let it continue, please. These last 2 episodes were amazing. I love the stuff with the spirit realm, and it looks like we're gonna get way more than the next season. Mika's re-met up with all 3 of them, the main characters of this show, and now they're dolls. They went to the original Chucky creator in this episode, and he, gave Chucky and Tiffany new bodies that were dolls again because they had the prototypes. He wants to make more. Let's make a Chucky army again. Um, so I think this season is gonna be about them trying to find the parts to make another Chucky army, but this time make the machines so they don't have to hunt down the dolls. They make the dolls and can like enhance them with voodoo god powers through the spirit realms or see in the spirit realms. We get a little meeting with Jake's dad. That was something else. It was nice, the whole forgiveness thing. The apologies. Good Chucky. It goes kind of evil. That was a little weird. I'm still not sure on that one, but I love the stuff with the spirit realm. I want to see more of that, and as long as they explore more of that angle, and like, as long as they keep it different. This season, it felt different in the beginning. The middle started to get a little stale. It's mostly stuff we've seen before. At the end, oh my god, I want to see an R-rated Beetlejuice after that. I know it sounds weird, but the waiting room scene in Beetlejuice, but give me that where it's a serial killer going through the spirit realm, trying to cause chaos. Nobody can really die, but you can have some creative ways. I don't know. I just like a serial killer in the spirit realm. That sounds like a great horror movie now. This kind of gave that sort of thing going on. It was so creative. The visual effects were excellent. And a part of it is because they're not amazing. They're not mainly using CGI. Although one part did look kind of funny, was the fires in the White House. That was kind of, when he was walking through them. But I mean, I know you can't literally do fires, but something about them felt off and kind of fuzzy looking. That could have just been my quality of TV, so it stands out a little more. But yeah, that effect did seem off. The rest of it was excellent, though. This was a great season. I want more. They found the sister. The sister is now working for Don Bala, along with the creator of the Good Guy doll. It was all broken up until he met, the sister, and then he follows Don Bala now. So you have the family of Don Bala back together. Gigi isn't there at all. She didn't appear in the season, or they didn't appear in the season. Sorry, but yeah, he was just. I love it. The next season is promising to bring even more details in. Please do. Please do. I'm all for it. Let's go.